Everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining me today. So, all the computer problems in the world, y'all, all of them. So today I am making a card for Anthony's Papercraft, and our theme of the month was just a masculine card. So I've decided to use the cupcake stamp set, which you guys know is what I love, to create a scene, and I'm going to be doing some no line Copic coloring. You guys know I've tried this in another video. I didn't do the best job, but you can't get better unless you practice. So the back two cupcakes are going to be in these warm grays, and then the front cupcake is going to be in color. I'm actually going to speed through most of the coloring in just a second, but I just wanted to let you know that I am back. So for those of you who haven't heard my computer saga, my iMac stopped working after about 8 years, almost 9 years. So I bought a Mac Mini because I wanted the M1 chip. So Mac is no longer working with, or Apple is no longer working with Intel. They've created their own chip for the inside. And I didn't want to purchase one with an Intel chip because it would basically make the new computer just, what is the word I'm looking for? Obsolete. So I didn't want to do that. So I picked up a Mac Mini, and I had issues with the first one, sent it back, had issues with the second one, and sent it back. Unfortunately, both times they went to reboot it like you would, like if you were, selling it, or if you were doing a full reboot, and it would get stuck and it wouldn't go any further. So this time I was just about in tears, and I was like, can I just send this back? I said, I'm over it. I said, I can't handle it. I'm over it. And she's like, yeah, you can send it back. So I sent it back for a refund. At the time, I went ahead and ordered one of the new iMacs. They're the 24-inch. They're the ones that are in color. You've seen them all over the place probably. But I realized that it won't be here until July. And I tried editing on my phone. I tried editing on my iPad. The problem with the iPad is it's also very old. It's a first generation iPad Pro, and I was having such a hard time with it. So I went ahead and canceled the iMac and went ahead and got a MacBook. So wait, now I'm editing on the MacBook. Everything seems to be going okay. Knock on wood that it continues that way. But I'm sorry that I missed a couple of uploads because of that stinking computer issue. So I'm going to be putting my Etsy shop on sale because I need some money to help pay for this stupid new computer. So if you can purchase, I really appreciate it. If you can't, just, leave a comment or watch the ads if you get ads. That also helps me out a whole bunch without you having to spend any money. So anyway, back to this card. Like I said, I colored the back two in grayscale using the warm grays, and I am coloring the front one in color, and I really love how this card turned out. So I'm going to put on some music, let you listen to it while I color, and then I'm going to come back and talk to you once I move on to the next steps. I want to add a bit more dimension. So I'm bringing in some colored pencils. And here you can see on the back, I'm just testing the colors out to see which ones I wanted to use. End up using a couple of warm browns, warm grays, then a couple of browns, a couple of greens, some reds, just to add a little bit of dimension to the images. And I really think this made it pop. You can 100% skip this step if you wanted to, but I just find that it brings a bit more dimension and it really brings these cupcakes to life. Speaking of cupcakes, Rob went and got some cupcakes today. I had my second infusion and my blood sugar's elevated because of the steroid. So I was like, well, if it's going to be high, how about I just have a cupcake? And they had strawberry ones and they were so good. Oh my goodness. I don't eat sweets very often. I'm not someone that craves sweets. Normally I'm a savory person, but sometimes you just need some frosting, a cake and some frosting in your life. So I went with blue and green for my color scheme. And there you can see that I actually made it dark underneath them. And initially I tried to make my own cupcake stand. That didn't really work out well. So I ended up cutting this out with a rectangle die, and I actually love how this turned out better. And again, just going over like the lines to add a bit more dimension, make sure I'm bringing back, the separation between them, etc. This was actually a really easy card to make and really hard, to screw up. So I hope you give it a try. And if you do, and you are on Instagram, tag me. You can also tag me on Facebook. If you just hashtag TheJollyFatElf, or sometimes you can @TheJollyFatElf. Like if you're posting on a page or something, and I will get notification and I'll come check you out. I would love to see what you create and what you take inspiration from me. So just going back and forth, going over now the lines with a light black. And again, I'm only doing it in some areas, like around the candle, around the straws, over some of the lines for the cupcake. And that is basically what I wanted to do. So I'm blending out the sides again with the lightest gray, and then I'm going to bring in the darkest just one more time, and then we're going to go around this with BG10 after I get done adding a bit more color. And I went back and forth on whether or not I wanted to do a blue background, because you guys know I normally do that. I started with the C0 and I felt like I couldn't see it at all, and I didn't like the gray. So I'm going to bring in the BG10. And those of you who've been with me for a while, you've seen me do this a lot. Normally I would color in the entire background, but I really liked the darkness, how the darkness grounded them, and how the blue made them pop from the background. So I left it like this, and I really love it. So I am bringing in some powder paper from Photoplay. I think this is Photoplay. They have papers in royals, pastels, neutrals, and brights, I think. And I've picked this green and this navy. So I'm cutting down, I think I cut them down to fit the front of a card with no border. I can't remember. No, I didn't. Okay, so I'm using a piece of navy cardstock from Simon Says Stamp, and I cut it down to 5.5 by 8.5, and then I've cut this down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and then this down to 2 by 5 3/8. And then I'm going to bring in some of the Big Bertha Scotch mounting foam to add to the back of this image, so we can go ahead and get it adhered so it's popped up. If it's right there. And then I'm going to bring in some sprinkles like I've done before. I'm leaving this in because I like to leave in my mistakes, but I would encourage you to not need to turn your card over if you're going to do this, because I ended up losing my sprinkles. Okay, so I want to stamp happy birthday. So I'm using the, I think it's called Road Trip. I will have both stamp sets linked down below. So this had happy and then an ellipsis. I just cut the ellipsis off and put them beside each other, and it says happy birthday. And I'm embossing this on a piece of red cardstock from my stash. This might have been Poppy Parade. I honestly can't remember. And then I'm going to heat that with my heat tool. So then I'm going to cut it out, and we're going to use that as the sentiment. So don't be afraid to cut your stamps, especially if they're photopolymer. They will go back together and it will be magical. And there's the card. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. Thank you for all your patience. Again, I'm going to have the Etsy shop on sale, so make sure you check that out following the link down below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the real-time Copic coloring of this card. Thank you guys again so much for being so supported. I love your faces, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.